Divorce Court is now in session.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here with Jasmine Favours and Jeffrey Jackson. The two of you have dated on and off for 14 years, but you got married 4 years ago. Now you're deciding that you no longer want to be married. Ms. Favours, I'm going to start with you. Why don't you tell me why you do not believe this marriage will survive?
Jeffrey is a cheater. He cheats, he lies, and he thinks it's okay. One of his ex-girlfriends may be pregnant, possibly with his child, and he locks his phone.
When you say he thinks it's okay, what makes you believe that he thinks it's okay?
He says every excuse to justify why it's okay, and then he also says, oh, we weren't together during the time, but we were living together, we were sleeping together, we were still intimate together, and he's seeing other women, and he thinks that that's okay.
So he doesn't deny that he's doing these things, but he believes because of whatever state your relationship happens to be in, he is justified in so doing.
Yes.
Have I got that right?
Correct.
Mr. Jackson, why don't you respond to that?
I wasn't informed that we were going to speak about something that happened 4 or 5 years ago. Because in the present date, in the past couple of years, since that time period, we separated for about a year. After that year, we decided we were going to try to make it work again.
Okay.
Okay. Now, since that time period, since we started over, there was no cheating, no locked phone, no lies. All my attention, everything went directly to her.
Now, was that once you got married or just a couple years ago?
That was about a year ago when we tried to rekindle. Yeah, because we separated for about a year.
I got you.
And then, you know, we wanted to try to make it work again because we still love each other.
Now, Ms. Jackson, is that true? In the last 12 months, you've been married, you've been living together, and he's been acting right?
No, that's not true, because if someone is possibly pregnant with his child, that's less than 12 months.
Is somebody possibly pregnant with your child?
Yes, ma'am, to be honest, but when that took place, she lived in a different state from me. We were not together.
But he kept saying that he wanted to be with me. But then you get someone pregnant.
Can I ask you a question,
yes,
Mr. Jackson? With all the sexually transmitted diseases out there,
yes, ma'am,
and all of that, you know, the potential of making a baby and all the child support and baby mama drama that inspires,
yes, ma'am,
why would you not protect yourself against that?
When it happened, it was a female that I dealt with in the past, and I hadn't been dealing with her at the present time. Now, I was
Just because you dealt with her in the past does not mean she's disease-free, nor does it mean that she's not capable of being impregnated.
You're absolutely correct.
I just want to understand, why would you take such a huge risk?
I honestly don't have no answer for that.
It just felt good.
I got caught in the moment and I did something foolish, and now I'm possibly gonna pay for it. Literally.
You're gonna pay for it with your family, because I don't know that I can make it through you having a baby outside of the family.
It was still my turn to respond. Second off is when
Mr. Jackson, third off.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm in charge of this thing.
Yes, ma'am.
So don't. Whatever I'm hearing, I'm cool with it until I say I'm not cool with it, and then I will change the trajectory of the conversation. You got that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. What would you like to say?
We separated, and I was back and forth. I went up there for Christmas. She didn't have a phone. I bought my daughter a phone, and you know, I put it under my bill and everything. So you know, so she had dudes that she was meeting. She had them calling my daughter's phone. She was bringing them to her mama's house. And when I went up there and I went to my daughter's phone, you know, because I checked behind my daughter.
You gotta look.
Exactly. You know, I was so hurt, I left that night. And her mama begged me to come back because we had prior been drinking that night. And she begged me to come back. Now, when I went back to Charleston, I was like I said, I was hurt. You know, I'm a man with a heart. I might be a man, but I still have a heart.
Well, Ms. Favours, were you fooling around too? I mean, you can't get mad at him if he was doing what you were doing.
At the time that he's talking about, I was not. I met the guy. I was talking to him on the phone. Correct, I was talking on my daughter's phone because I didn't have one. But I was not messing with this man.
That I paid the bill on.
I was not messing with this man. And so he went back to Charleston on an assumption And now we're
in not come to your mama's house? You took him dinner.
Mr. Jackson.
Yes, ma'am.
I made dinner for everyone. I had extra. He said he was hungry. He came to my mom's house. I gave him a plate. But I wasn't dating him. I wasn't sleeping with him or anything. I wasn't.
Oh, you are a distrustful audience.
But,
my goodness gracious. Mr. Jackson, what would you like to say?
When I went back to Charleston, that's when she got pregnant. It was within that 2-week time period after I left Charleston. When
the other woman got pregnant.
Yeah, when the other woman got pregnant. So at the time, I'm not making excuses for what I did because there is no excuse. You understand? But it was not something that I wasn't out there just running around trying to make babies because I've been with her 14 years. I've never had a baby in the street.
Oh, thank you. I mean, you act like that's something.
I get that, Mr. Jackson, and I don't see you as a traveler, and I appreciate that you're not a traveler, but a traveler is a guy that just runs around and has babies all over the place. That's why I call them travelers. But what I will say this, you have to learn to manage your emotions.
Yes, ma'am.
Pain and heartache and, you know, do what women do, cry and eat ice cream and lay in the bed. No, it's a lot, what you do is emotional too. But when you cry and eat ice cream, all you do is get fat.
Yes, ma'am.
But what you've done is affected 2 other people's lives in the most dramatic manner possible. You've created a whole new life with someone you don't. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
There are better ways to be emotional.
Yes,
and running around and chasing tail because you got your feelings hurt and isn't anything other than emotional.
Yes, ma'am.
And you've got to control your emotions.
Before I got her car, she been driving my truck. Come to find out, she taking my truck so she can go sleep with another man.
Miss Favours, did this happen? Divorce isn't easy. If you need help with your breakup, call toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or visit our website at divorcecourt.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Divorce Court. Mr. Jackson, you say that Ms. Favours has cheated on you with 3 different guys.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me about that.
One day I was coming home. Well, I wasn't coming home. I was actually working. I had my own business. And the area we lived in was a really good area. I was passing by the house. I seen the doors were open with groceries in the car. So I said, well, let me stop and take the groceries in for my wife. So I stopped, and I'm taking the groceries in. The phone's on the table. It's ringing off the hook. He ringing. So I go back outside. You know, he heard phone, somebody calling him. You know, I go back outside, I get more groceries. I come in the house, the phone keeps ringing. They keep calling back. So I said, we got kids, might be an emergency. Let me answer it. I answer it. All you hear is breathing. Hello? So I get my phone and call the number back. When I call the number back, it's a man voice. Yo, I can't come to the phone right now. Who is this? You know, so I get her to open her phone, and it uncovered a mountain of lies, dirty stuff. I mean, disrespectful. It's beyond
sexual
cheating.
Stuff on there?
Yeah. About 4 months before that, she was talking to this guy. You know, she said he was gay and this and that he was, you know, she just talked to him sometime because I seen your name in the phone, so I asked her, and I believed her so much up until this point. She could have told me the sky was green last night, and I said, I wish I could have seen that. I ain't never seen a green sky.
It would have looked good, yeah.
You know, I mean, I'm serious now, and you know, so come to find out, she run her car hard on the way home, so she blew her motor up. So before I got her car, she been driving my truck. She went out, can I go out with my friends tonight? I said, yeah, go ahead. So she take my truck, come to find out, she taking my truck so she can go sleep with another man.
Ms. Favours, did this happen?
It did. When I got to the point where I cheated, Mr. Jackson's been cheating for many years. I went to him, when I found out about several girls, I went to him and I said, Jeff, get rid of the girls or I'm gonna show you. He said, they're gone. 5, 6 months later, they were still there. I was angry, I was hurt, and I felt like I was gonna step out too, because if he's cheating, why can't I? And that's how I felt. I regret cheating on him, and I would never do it again. And I told him, and if I do get to the point where I'm hurting like I was, I'm just gonna leave you. I'm not doing it again.
I'm gonna say the same thing I said to him to you, because apparently the reference was incorrect. I'm talking about tears and Krispy Kreme. Assuage your problems that way, get over them, but don't create more problems for yourself trying to run away from the feelings about that you have about the problems you already have.
Your Honor.
Mr. Jackson, what do you need to say to me?
Yes, ma'am. Now that was the tip of the iceberg. That's what the Titanic scene. They didn't realize it was gonna sink the Titanic.
No, I got that part.
That was the tip of the iceberg. Come to find out, she was messing around with the guy who was calling the phone.
That is not true.
I had to call my aunt and get her number,
and then he brought
get his wife's
the
number.
Wife to the house to fight me.
You brought the wife to the house?
I brought the wife to the house.
Hang on. What was the purpose of that?
Exactly.
To find out the truth because she lies so much. I'm serious. She lies so much.
So what did the wife say?
Well, the wife came there and she was like, well, how do you know him? The wife seen her at the gas station and tried to confront her and she run off.
Not.
Stop.
No, she did not.
Stop.
Now, the wife tried to confront her at the gas station. She said she run off. She said it in front of her, and she did not deny it when she was standing right there. And then there was the guy that she was dating. She takes care of him.
Hang on. Well, I want to finish one topic at a time. Ms. Favours, what is your response to the wife situation?
When I seen her at the gas station, I just walked past her. I didn't say anything. She didn't say anything to me, so she never confronted me.
Okay. Did he bring her to the house?
He did, with my children.
And what transpired?
They were just all talking at me. I was more stunned.
Who's they? The wife and him?
They were dressed in sweatpants. So what do you think they were coming to do? Talk? No. So I was more stunned that he brought them there as to what was going on.
I got you. Mr. Jackson, look at me. What happened, happened. You are angry and you're insecure.
I'm not insecure. You're not letting me speak.
No. I let you speak because you've told me the same story over and over again about this. Mr. Jackson, you may leave.
Thank you.
I'm all done. If you would like your case to be heard on Divorce Court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Divorce Court. So it's just very clear. I mean, we could go through this all day long, but both of you have done some dirt as far as, I don't want to discuss it anymore.
I have one small thing I want to put with it.
No.
I have to because you won't have a
You don't have to do anything other than leave if I tell you to.
Yes, ma'am. You right.
I'm done with this conversation, and I want to move forward. My question to you is, do you believe that there is anything salvageable in this relationship?
I do. Because I'm going to tell you now, we've been together a long time. Mm-hmm. And you got your ups and downs.
Right.
I mean, I got gunned down one night, and I mean, she run out the house, and I mean, she laid down in the puddle of blood with me, and baby, hold me. She rode to the hospital. She didn't leave that hospital until I left that hospital. I mean, she didn't even go home to change clothes until I left that hospital. She wouldn't leave me. I mean, she my trooper. She my super trooper. But we go through it, man. I mean, it's just so much pain and so much hurt, too. You know nobody's ever gonna be there like she gonna be there. But is it worth everything that you have to,
to deal with on a day-to-day basis?
Because, I mean...
And is all the hurt a function of the two of you's inability to be faithful to one another? Or are there other underlying issues?
There's other issues.
Okay. I'm going to start with her, and then I'm going to come to you.
Yes, ma'am.
What other issues do you have that you see as an impediment to your relationship?
Jeff isn't forgiving. He doesn't forgive anything that I do. And he has bad anger issues. He goes from 0 to 1,000,000 in an instant. Mm-hmm. And there's no coming back after he's at 1,000,000. You can't say anything to him. Nothing you do is right. He just gets mad so quick. And I tell him, you have to pick your battles. Some things aren't made to argue about.
Tell me something he's gotten you just 1,000,000 mad about, and it really wasn't that important.
I made a statement to him, something he said to me 12 years ago, one of his words. And when I said it to him, he was like, I never said that. You have selective memory. And then he got angry, and he's starting a fight. He brings up all the issues of the past, and he leaves me at the restaurant, and he goes about his business.
Okay. Mr. Jackson, take a moment. Take a moment.
Yes, ma'am.
Think it through.
Yes, ma'am.
Relax. Take a deep breath.
That's not entirely true. Yes, ma'am.
Do you have an anger issue?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I got zero
Now,
tolerance for nonsense all the way around.
Mr. Jackson.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you find that your
No.
anger issue is problematic?
At times, yeah.
All the time.
At times, yeah. Sometimes, though, I mean, I don't, when you hurting the way I be hurting, the way she making me feel, I don't know what you expect.
You say you love her, you say you want to be with her.
Let me explain to you. I'm sorry.
Part of your problem, Mr. Jackson, I really have to say this, is you are so wrapped up in yourself that you can't learn anything and you can't hear from anybody. You're so steeped in your own angst and anger and frustration and fear and insecurity, there's no possibility to address it because you're swimming in it all the time. You have to be able to separate yourself. You have to be able to separate yourself from your hurt and your pain and your anxiety so you can figure out how to deal with it so you can progress. With or without her, you have to be able to progress, and you can't do that if you're awash in emotionality, which you are. In divorce court, people tell me the most intimate details of their lives. Join the conversation and share your experience on our Twitter page @Divorce Court. And on our Facebook page. See how fans deal with their own relationships. The discussion can get heated. Don't miss it. I'm going to give you an opportunity to say one final thing to me, but before you do, I want you to consider what it is you want out of this relationship and what it is you think I need to know to assist you in pursuing that want. Tell me what I must know that I haven't heard yet.
Okay, the guy that I was trying to explain to you, the guy that she was cheating with, this guy is a bum. She got money from me to take him out.
Mr. Jackson, Mr. Jackson,
No.
Mr.
But
Jackson,
these are the
Mr.
things you're
Jackson.
missing. Man.
I'm gonna spend the rest of the time talking to him. What I'm going to say to you is this. I don't think this is going to work. I always try to fix things up. I think divorce is a very good thing for you. I don't think he is capable of handling his emotions, and what has already happened to him is living so currently in his soul that he won't be able to get past it. And you're going to be in a position of always defending yourself, no matter if you live the life of Mother Teresa from here on in. You did some wrong things. You did some bad things. You know that. People screw up. He's screwed up. But I'm saying to you is, unless he gets some help in some way, shape, or form, it's not going to get any better. Mr. Jackson, let me say this to you. What happened, happened. Look at me. What happened, happened.
Not when you're doing the same thing.
Mr. Jackson?
But I'm not.
You still lying.
Mr. Jackson,
You're not straight up
Mr. Jackson,
How we going to build a house on a weak foundation?
Mr. Jackson, you are angry and you're insecure.
I'm not insecure. You're not letting me speak.
No. I let you speak because you've told me the same story over and over again about this. Mr. Jackson, you may leave.
Thank you.
I'm all done. I would be concerned if I were you. That kind of fear and insecurity and jealousy and anger is very, very dangerous. And I want you to talk to somebody when we leave here, but I want you to be comfortable that you feel safe and secure in the next moves that you make. But he's got some issues that need to be handled. Okay. Do you understand that? Yes. And all the I'm doing right now is not going to fix it because he is so damaged. You with me on that?
Yeah.
Good luck to you, Ms. Favours. This matter is adjourned. I'm a believer. I believe that most problems in a relationship can be worked through. But in order to work through your problems, you have to be open and listening and communicating and willing to do some things you haven't done before. You know, I had a really interesting couple in my courtroom this morning. Did you know that over 90% of fourth marriages end in divorce within 5 years? That was exactly the situation brought before me today in divorce court.
Divorce court is now in session.
Ms. Jones, Mr. Montgomery, you are married. You do not want to be married anymore. You two have no children together.
No.
But you have 10?
10.
Wow. 10.
10.
Ms. Jones, you say once you got married that Mr. Montgomery went from being a husband to a father. Why don't you tell me why you say that?
Well, Judge Lynn, when me and Michael first started dating, we would go out, have fun. I could go out, do my own thing. He could go out, do his own thing. And we were fine with that. Once we got moved in together and actually started talking about marriage, he became more controlling, more possessive. If I wanted to go somewhere that he felt as though wasn't good enough for him or he didn't want me to go, then it would be a problem. We would argue about it. One time I went out with my friend. She came to pick me up so we can go to happy hour for a few hours. My husband had a problem with that.
Now, once you got married, did you feel like she was still going out too much as a single person, or?
Well, she knew what I wanted when I got married because I explained it to her.
What did you explain to her?
I told her I'm looking for a woman that I can depend on, trust, and love. I knew she was younger than me, and I knew that had a lot to do with the situation. But at the time, she
And I should note, you're 56.
Yes.
And you are 27.
Yes.
Big age difference, but Mr. Montgomery, go ahead.
And well, she knew that, and she knew what I wanted. And
now, how do you know she knew what you wanted?
Because
what did you say to her specifically?
Specifically, I told her, hey, I'm not looking for the drag queen girl, the pretty girl. I wanted someone down to earth.
Drag queen girl,
yeah.
Pretty girl.
Yeah.
We need to define our terms for a moment here. You're not looking you weren't looking for hot hoochie mama.
No.
That's what you said.
I wanted someone more settled. And at that time, she was settled, and she was different. But it seemed like once we got married, things just changed.
How did they change? Did she start wanting to go out without you? Did her drinking habits change? Did her friends change? What?
Well, not more so her friends changed. She changed. She wanted to go out more with her friends than with me.
Yeah,
hang on just a moment.
Which I understood to a certain point, but...
How long did you two date before you got married?
About 2 years.
2 years. Ms. Jones, do you think you changed once you got married?
No.
You think?
No, you know what? I do think I changed, and I changed for the better. I went from being who I was to who he wanted me to be, and that's part of what our problem is in our marriage.
Do you believe that what he wanted you to be is better than who you were?
In some ways, yes.
Okay. Tell me the difference between who you were and who he wanted you to be.
Who I was a 23-year-old alcoholic, going to the bar every night, partying every single night, go to sleep about 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm right back up doing the same things. At that time, I was working, but I still like to have fun. I traveled, I did what I wanted to do. I don't have no children, so nobody was holding me back from anything.
Right.
But when I got with Mr. Montgomery, you know, things have changed. He wanted me to tone down my dressing, so I tried to tone down my dressing. I like short skirts, tight fitted. I have a small frame, so that's what I like. He expressed to me that he didn't like that anymore. So in the beginning, we used to argue about it because my thing with him was, this is how you met me, so why try to change me now? But as the relationship went on, I started to tone down because he was my husband, and I respected that. You don't want me in short skirts, you don't want me in short dresses, and I respected that.
Did you resent it at all? The fact that he was telling you how to dress and where to go and who to be with?
Not in the beginning, no.
Mr. Montgomery, you disagree with that?
I disagree with that. Yes, she did. She resented it from the door. It wasn't that she portrayed herself to be, to me, something that she really wasn't.
What did she portray herself as?
She portrayed herself like, I want change. I want better.
To be better.
I want to do better. I want the nice car, this and that. I want all these things, and that's what I wanted, and that's what I've always been struggling for. And I thought I had that perfect person. But once we got married, it was like she went from Dr. Jekyll to Mrs. Hyde. I don't know what she did, but she
I do
changed.
have to ask you this, though. Didn't you notice the alcoholic part?
I saw some of it.
He was too busy flying out of town for a week at a time, coming back whenever he felt like it. So in the beginning, he didn't see it.
Do you feel like you really didn't know her when you married her? You were just hoping that she would become?
Yes.
Did you compromise, or not compromise? I don't want to say compromise, because you do think you are better off now than you were before as an individual, do you not?
Yes, I do, man.
Yeah, you're off that bar stool. You're not drinking, you know,
Yes.
like that anymore. So
No.
you did get something out of this.
Yes, I did.
Okay. But do you believe that in an effort to be who he wanted you to be, you lost too much of yourself in the process?
Yes, I did.
And was that the cause of the arguments?
No. Most of our arguments came from Mr. Montgomery's infidelity. When he gets attitudes with me, he contacts his ex-wives.
Mm-hmm. How many do you have? Exes?
3.
3 ex-wives.
Yes.
So you wife number 4. Did that scare you at all?
In the beginning,
Being wife number 4?
In the beginning, no. But after we got married and we were into the marriage, it started to a little bit.
Have you ever sat back and reflected on what might be the common denominator between these multiple marriages? I mean, what goes wrong in the relationship? Is there anything that is consistent throughout the revolving door of wives that you have?
I like things a certain way. I'm a certain way. I do things a certain way.
So you are rigid.
I'm not, I wouldn't say rigid.
Yes, Your Honor.
Would your exes say rigid? Because rigid people never say rigid because they believe they're right.
All the time.
You know what I mean?
And I believe I'm right. I believe that. Yes, I do.
Mm-hmm.
And when it came to her, I gave Donisha lead ways to do things. I asked her to be my wife. And I
in the middle of an argument.
Do you see how that's a slip-up and not active deceit?
Well, I thought it was deceit. I thought she
I understand what you
knew
thought,
what she was doing.
but do you see it how I see it?
No.
No. Okay, can't get there. Have you been living together for years but find that splitting up is as complicated as getting a divorce? Call toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or visit our website at divorcecourt.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Divorce Court. How does one get proposed to in the middle of an argument? Walk me through that conversation.
We were in the middle of an argument.
Do you know what you were arguing about?
I don't recall what we was arguing about. It probably was something stupid and petty, like most of our arguments are. And after the argument, he was just like, will you marry me? And I guess in the middle of the moment, because we had been talking about it for so long, I guess it was
she
just
said,
like,
whatever, fine, I'll marry you.
We gonna get married and we gonna do this.
Okay. Mr. Montgomery, is that how you recall the proposal?
I think it was a little different. I already had in my mind that I wanted to marry her, and that I was going to ask her to marry me. But at the time when we had the argument, it was about some things that she was doing that I didn't like. She would tell me one thing and do another. Well, she tends to do that a lot.
Such as? Give me an example.
Such as, she would tell me, okay, well, I'm going to my dad's. About 3 or 4 hours went by, and I said, well, I had something to do. I said, well, let me call and let her know I'm getting ready to do some things. And I called her. And I specifically called her the way I normally do. I speed dialed it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 9 times I called it, kept ringing and going to voicemail.
That's your typical behavior, is to speed dial her 9 times in a row?
Well, yes, when I think she has lied to me, yes.
Okay.
And
Go ahead. I'm listening while I'm writing.
And she never answered the phone. Then she calls me back. Oh, I lost track of time. I was in the middle of a conversation. I couldn't answer my phone. So I said, well, whenever you with these family members, you never seem to be able to answer your phone. So she said, well, I'm on my way home, so forth and so on. We hung up. 5 minutes later, she texts me. Oh, don't be mad. I had a few drinks.
I said a drink.
Now, let me ask you this. Did you hear the 9 calls that he made to you?
First of all, Your Honor, Michael called me 3 times. And when he called me, my phone was inside of the house and I was outside of the house. So no, I did not hear my phone. But when it was brought to my attention that my phone was ringing and handed it to me, I answered the phone. I said, I'm sorry, babe, I lost track of time. You know I'm at my family member's house and I just lost track of time. I'll be there in a little while.
Sounds reasonable to me.
That's not good enough for him.
I miss a lot of calls on my phone just because it's in my purse. You know, can't hear it.
Well, maybe
people miss phone calls, you know.
Maybe if she hadn't came home smelling of alcohol and text me and let me know that don't be mad because I've been drinking, maybe I wouldn't have felt that way.
Well, let me ask
But I felt that way because she to me, she just lied to me. She told me she was going to do one thing and she did something completely opposite.
No, she went to a family member's house. She just didn't say she was going to drink when she got over there. Is that right?
And
that's what happened.
That's accurate.
But I had no plans on going to this family member's house to drink. I went to do something. He knew what I was going to do. I called him the whole time I was on my way.
She might have slipped
I called him
up.
when I got there, but I'm the one that told him that I had a drink after the fact that he called me, and I said, well, babe, I'm sorry, I lost track of time.
Do you understand the difference between a slip-up, a mistake, because you're not supposed to be drinking anymore or whatever, and active deceit? Do you see how that's a slip-up and not active deceit?
Well, I thought it was deceit. I thought she
understand
knew,
what
she
you
knew
thought,
what she was doing.
But do you see it how I see it?
No.
No. Okay, can't get there. Okay, I get it. You relating these stories to me, your face, the back of your mind said, man, this doesn't sound right. You know, I'm coming off a little crooked here. If you would like your case to be heard on divorce court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Divorce Court. Ms. Jones, you say that Mr. Montgomery didn't tell anybody in his family about you, and as a result thereof, they didn't know you were getting married, nobody showed up. Why don't you tell me what you don't think he told his family and why?
Well, in the beginning, I was shielded from Michael's family, his whole family, including mother, everybody, for the first 2.5 years we were together. Within that 2.5 years that we was together in the beginning, Michael was living with me. Nobody knew that. They thought that he was just doing what he wanted to do, coming, taking the kids to school when he had to, and going on back about his business. When we started talking about marriage, I asked him, was he going to tell his family? Because I wanted the big wedding like any woman does. Mm-hmm. And we started to plan a wedding. Well, in the middle of the wedding, Michael decided he didn't want a big wedding because he didn't want to invite his family, basically. So it was me, him, and maybe 5 of my family members because he didn't want the big picture-perfect wedding.
Mr. Montgomery, did you keep Ms. Jones a secret from your family for any period of time?
My mother knew. My kids didn't.
Your kids didn't know?
But my mother did.
Okay.
The reason I didn't tell my children because she was so young.
His mother didn't find out.
But don't you think that they would find out about it eventually? If you're married to a woman, you see your kids on the regular, they'd figure out, oh, this chick's daddy's new wife.
Your Honor, can I say one thing?
What?
When we were on our way to Mississippi, that's when his mother found out that we were married.
You know what?
But she didn't know. My mother knew.
Mr. Montgomery, let me say this about you. Here's a big black wall, and there's a little crack in it in which the light of rationality shines on you. And you can see that light, but you never quite look into it. and you're still standing behind that black wall. Because I can tell, as you're relating these stories to me, your face, the back of your mind said, man, this doesn't sound right. You know, I'm coming off a little crooked here. This idea might have been a little crazy. Oh, wait a minute. You know what I mean? But when you go forward in your day-to-day life, you're behind that black wall, and you keep that crack of rationality in your peripheral vision. You got some issues, Mr. Montgomery, don't you think? 4 wives, didn't keep any of them. Not telling your mama you're getting married. Don't tell your kids you're getting married. You know, you're a little rigid, a little persistent. You see that, don't you?
Somewhat. I wanted to do it my way. And I did it my way.
You know what? I spent a lot of my life doing things my way. And you know what happened? It didn't turn out right until I decided that my way wasn't the way that was going to get me what I wanted. If you want a marriage, and if you want to be settled, and if you want happily ever after, your way isn't going to work. Because we know that. In divorce court, couples tell me everything about their relationships. Want to share your experience? Join the conversation on our Twitter page at Divorce Court. On Facebook, check out other fans and their intimate issues. You know everybody has something to say about love. What's on your mind? Mr. Montgomery, is anything that I just said to you about that little crack of rationality and that light and your rigidity make any sense to you?
Yes, it did.
And what do you intend to do about it when you leave here?
I'm going to still do it the way I want to do it.
Mm-hmm. And you'll still end up without a wife. You realize that.
Well, at this point, I think me and my wife, I don't know if we can work this out. I don't know if we can get past a lot of issues that we have. A lot of the main issues, like I said.
So you don't think this is over? This is what you're telling me.
Oh,
you don't think this is over?
Oh, I think it's done.
But you think you can get another one?
I don't think I ever want to get married again after this.
And you know what, Mr. Montgomery?
I don't think
that might not be a bad thing. Everybody isn't meant to be married. You know what I'm saying? And if you're a person who likes everything in a certain way, and it's always got to be that way, and any deviation from right down the middle of exactly what you want drives you crazy, you won't be able to live with anybody else. And so maybe what you ought to do, you got 10 kids, you got plenty to do. So maybe you might want to consider, instead of going younger and younger so it's more malleable and more malleable, because that's what rigid guys do. They marry younger and younger because they think that the young ones will be easier to mold into what you want, and it doesn't work out. Instead of doing that, make a full life for yourself and your kids by yourself so you won't keep rotating through all of this angst. Do you know what I'm saying? And to you, Ms. Jones, I'm going to say this. Bravo for whatever progress you made. And don't feel like you've wasted your time or done a wrong thing because you married a man who tried to make you into something else. While he was trying to make you into something else, you managed to make yourself into someone better than you already were. So again, bravo to you. Bravo to both of you for realizing this wasn't going to work out, and this matter is adjourned. You know, history can be a very good teacher if you bother to pay attention. If you're thinking about marrying a guy who's been married 3 times before, you might want to think again. I heard from an interesting young couple this morning. The numbers show that nearly 80% of new moms experience baby blues, and 15% show clinical signs of postpartum depression. Wild mood swings were a real issue for the couple who came to see me today in divorce court.
Divorce court is now in session.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Heather Gonzalez and Elliot Ramirez. The two of you have been together for 7 years. Ms. Gonzalez, you would like some transitional support as you leave. You also have a 3-year-old together. Ms. Gonzalez, I'm going to start with you. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your relationship and why you're here in divorce court today?
Your Honor, everything I do seems never enough for him. He has a really bad temper, I cook him, you know, he always has a problem with me, like cooking.
He always has a problem. I mean, is it small knicky-knack stuff he has a problem with, or are there large issues that you two keep going back and forth about?
Like, for example, I come home, I go to the store and get some steak. And he likes it, you know, medium rare. If I don't do it like that, he flips.
Now, is it a big deal if your steak comes out medium and not medium rare?
Your Honor, that was one time that happened. I was just having a bad day. The night before was a little crazy. And I just came home and I was a little frustrated and I kind of made a big deal out of it.
Yeah. So the workday kind of followed you home,
Yes.
came in the door with you, and it landed on the wrong person.
Yes.
That often happens. That often happens. Is that a regular occurrence, or you know, you could have a bad day at the office and bring it home? It happens. It shouldn't happen. There's ways to prevent it, which we can talk about. But is that an ongoing event?
It happens all the time. And for
Tell me the last time he lost his mind about something.
A few weeks ago.
Tell me about it.
He always wants me to make him beans. I don't like beans. I think that's disgusting.
I love beans.
And, you know, I don't like doing it. So one time I do it. When I do it, you know, I serve him and he complains. He says, oh, you didn't put enough onions in there, enough peppers, enough seasoning. He doesn't like it. It's too plain. He flips the plate.
You flip the plate?
Your Honor, she's lying. I do love beans. And, you know, I grew up eating that.
Nothing wrong with beans. We're not going to talk about. We're not going to talk about that. Let's just. I want to talk about the conduct and the behavior. What happened?
I would come home from work, and I'm lucky if there's a cooked meal on the table.
Okay. Now let's establish parameters first. You both work. Do you work full time?
I work part-time and I go to school at night.
So she's busy too. Yes. So at home, who does all the cooking and the cleaning?
I do.
So you might imagine that given that she works part-time, goes to school, and does all of the housework, that it's not going to be done as if she were a stay-at-home mom. You get that part?
Yes.
Okay. But go ahead and tell me about the beans.
I would get home and, you know, I expect the house to be clean and food to be cooked.
And it is.
And most of the time, it's not like that. So I get upset because, you know, I come home.
Do you ever help around the house? Doesn't she come home too?
Of course I help.
No.
She's got a 3-year-old.
I understand that. I understand that, you know, she has a lot to deal with throughout the day with the kids and stuff.
He doesn't
you know,
understand, Your Honor.
You just said, I expect the house to be clean, I expect food to be cooked. And,
Yes.
And that's a demand that says she's got to handle the school, her schooling, her child, her job, and all of that without help.
Yep, he shows me no appreciation.
I mean, when I come home, now, if there's, you know, nothing made, or I don't mind cooking, you know, once or twice throughout the week, but I leave to work ridiculously early.
Right.
Sometimes I get home late.
Right.
And, you know, the house is a little messy, which I understand, you know, the kids
you
make a
don't.
mess.
You
No,
don't
I do.
understand.
I understand that
No,
the
you
kids
don't.
make a mess, and I know it's hard to be home by herself, you know, dealing with the kids. I understand
But
that.
she's not home all day dealing with the kids. Isn't that true?
She's home most of the time throughout the day with the kids, unless she's out running errands or whatnot, you know, and
So she doesn't work.
I do work.
she
I
works.
just started working again because he told me when I was pregnant that he didn't want me to work for the first 2 years till my daughter. He didn't want me to stick my baby into
Daycare. So now wait a minute then. So you weren't working throughout most of this time.
Yeah.
And so he was working hard, he was coming home. Well, I think he could expect a meal. I do understand his point now. I was under the impression that you were working and going to school all this time when in fact you were a stay-at-home mom.
for the first 2 years.
For the first 2 years.
I told her.
And he has the right, I mean,
And I
everybody's got to do their job. You know what I'm saying? And if he's working all day long with the truck and he's paying all the bills, it's not unreasonable to expect a meal. It is a little unreasonable to expect everything to be pristine and clean,
And
but,
I always cooked
because
him
it's
a
a little
meal.
hard.
I always had food on the table for him when he comes home. I always cleans.
Right.
Your Honor.
Yes.
She's lying, okay? I come home maybe 3 times out of the week, there would be something cooked. Or
And when there's nothing cooked, I always order something and make sure that you have a hot meal. You expect me to cook every day.
Of course.
And I don't want to cook. I'm dealing with your kids all the time.
All right,
I don't want to cook.
I don't like
So when I don't feel like cooking,
having a home-cooked meal.
Okay, well,
you know?
then that's your problem. Then you cook, because I order something when I don't feel like
When
cooking.
I come home and there's nothing cooked, I'll cook. If she doesn't order, I'll cook. Now, I don't mind coming home and cooking, maybe
every
twice
once
a
in
week,
a while,
but don't expect me to come home every day and cook. Like, you're home all day.
Exactly,
If
and I
you
cook
can't
most
make
of the
dinner,
time.
this is an issue we have. If she can't make dinner at 5 o'clock, make it at 12 o'clock.
But I'm running
So
around
when
with
I
the
get
kids.
home, all I have to do is warm up my
Ms.
plate.
Gonzalez, I will say this. I've had 2 children, and I cooked every night. I really did.
Well, I cook Monday to Thursdays. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I don't cook. I always like to go out or I order something.
How many times a week do you say he gets angry?
Like 6 times a week.
Oh, my God.
Mr. Ramirez, how many times a week do you think you get angry?
Maybe twice.
Twice a week?
Yes.
Have you been living together for years but find that splitting up is as complicated as getting a divorce? Call toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or visit our website at divorcecourt.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Divorce Court. You two are arguing about stuff that couples argue about all the time. How many, how clean is the house, how many meals, how many times you go out. All of those things are manageable. My question to you is, are you a hothead?
Sometimes,
Flipped plates, all of that is indicative to me of a bit of a hothead. Are you?
I mean, she's making it seem like I'm, flipping out all the time. I don't. I flip out when, I keep bringing it to your attention and, nothing gets done.
No.
I have to come home.
Enough for you. No.
Give me some examples of it. You're describing him as a constant criticizer. And we've only talked about, so far, some beans. So why don't you tell me the kinds of commentary and criticism you get from him on a regular basis?
If there's a little bit of toys on the floor, he thinks is a problem. He flips out.
When you say flip out, describe his behavior.
He starts slamming things, slamming doors, slamming cabinets, everything.
Are you
and
a
then
slammer?
He curses me out all the time.
Yes, when I'm
Do you
upset.
curse at her?
Yep.
I do not curse.
Yes, you do.
I might, say a F-bomb here and there.
Well, that's cursing.
Yeah.
But not, I wouldn't, like, curse at her all the time. It's just...
You only curse when you're angry.
And he's angry all the time.
Sometimes. No, I'm not angry all the time.
How many times a week do you say he gets angry?
Like 6 times a week.
Oh, my God.
Mr. Ramirez, how many times a week do you think you get angry?
Maybe twice.
Twice a week?
Yes.
That's a lot,
Now,
don't
let me
you think?
explain. When I get home and I open the door and there's a humongous mess,
There's not
of course I'm going to be upset.
You've explained that to me 6 times. That's a huge issue with you. I get that. You want a clean house and a cooked meal when you get home.
Yes.
And if you don't get that, it makes you angry. I am extraordinarily clear about that. Why don't you tell me another difficulty you believe you have with Ms. Gonzalez?
Okay. She likes to go out with her friends.
Okay. Something new. I love it.
She likes to go out with her friends. I've never, ever had an issue with that.
Okay.
Now, it does bother me sometimes when she's going out on a Wednesday night.
Tuesday night. Ladies' night.
You see?
Now that's irrelevant.
Who goes out on a Tuesday night? It's ridiculous.
Do you
In
go
my eyes,
out
it's
to, I mean,
ridiculous.
you've got 2 kids, you say you're now in school and working 3 times a week. That's a lot of going out.
I don't go out 3 times a week. I go out every Tuesday.
Tuesday.
After school, I come out, I meet up with my girls and go to a bar and drink. And there's
Is it 1 night a week or is it 3 nights a week?
3 nights a week.
That's a lie.
It varies. It could be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It could be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Never.
When you say out, how out is she? Is she like out for a couple of hours, or she's out clubbing
out
at night?
for a couple of hours.
You're concerned that she does a couple hours a day. She socializes. Is that the problem?
My problem is that who goes out in the middle of the week for drinks?
When you
like,
say go
that's
out
for the weekend. So then on the weekend, she goes out to drink. She'll go have dinner with her friends or whatever the case may be. Now,
are you drinking during the week?
On a Tuesday.
On Tuesday.
Yep.
Any other night?
Nope.
Do you go out on the weekends clubbing?
I do, but not every weekend. And I don't do clubs. I do bars.
If she wanted you to go for your problems, her postpartum was causing you problems, why wouldn't you go?
well, I don't need somebody else to tell me how to fix my problems. We should be able to fix our problems.
Actually, you do.
With ourselves.
But you haven't been able to. If you would like your case to be heard on divorce court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Divorce Court. Ms. Gonzalez, you say Mr. Ramirez is not compassionate when you have needs, and you had a specific example of when you were after your pregnancy where he was dismissive of your distress, and I want you to explain that circumstance to me.
After I gave birth, I had postpartum.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't understand that. He thought I was just crazy, and he never understood anything of that, you know, and he will always like curse me out, say I'm too emotional, you know, I would always cry.
Your Honor.
Yes.
With her postpartum, it was really tough to deal with, okay? I would
listen,
come
let
home.
me tell you something.
I understand.
Let me explain something to you. If you think it's tough to be around, you should try living through it.
Yep.
Really?
No, I
You
don't.
should try living through it.
I don't knock that, Your Honor. I know, you know, she was going through some stuff. You know, I would come home. I walk through the door and she's there, just crying. You know, I would try to comfort her as best as I can, but after a while, it was just hard to deal with.
Did you get help? I mean, at some juncture, it is incumbent upon you to do something about your condition.
I did, and
Yeah.
I went to get help, and I was on therapy.
Right.
I was going for therapy, and I asked him for him to come too, so he could understand what I'm going through. And he didn't pay no mind. He didn't want to.
You didn't go with her?
She wanted to go to therapy or counseling for our issues.
Yeah.
She just said that she wanted me to go for me to understand her postpartum.
Yeah.
No, she wanted me to go.
He was not supportive at all.
But let me ask you this, Mr. Ramirez. If she wanted you to go for your problems, her postpartum was causing you problems, why wouldn't you go?
Because he didn't care.
No, seriously, Mr. Ramirez, why wouldn't you go?
I felt she was always using that as an excuse, honestly. You know, and I didn't go because I felt I don't need somebody else to tell me how to fix my problems. We should be able to fix our problems.
Actually, you do.
With ourselves.
But you haven't been able to. Mr. Ramirez, let me say this to you. I don't think you're a bad guy. I've been fussing at you and all that. I don't think you're a bad guy, but I think you're a super guy. I mean, not super like great guy, but you're just really, really extraordinarily male. And when you're really, really extraordinarily male, you have difficulty being empathetic to people who don't think the way that you do. And to the extent that your wife has feelings, needs, or desires that are not consistent with your own, you think she is incorrect. And what that causes you to have an unhappy, unfulfilled wife. You keep harping on those few things that I want. I want a clean house when I come in. I want this, and I'm angry. So when I'm angry, now she's got to deal with your work anger. That's an emotion, just like her emotions. Your emotions are just violent, and hers are seepy or weepy. Do you see what I'm saying? So you appreciate your own emotionality, but cannot respect hers. In divorce court, people tell me the most intimate details of their lives. Join the conversation and share your experience on our Twitter page at Divorce Court and on our Facebook page. See how fans deal with their own relationships. The discussion can get heated. Don't miss it. Ms. Gonzalez, you asked for transitional support. I'm not going to give it to you. First of all, you're not married. Transitional support is something that we do according to the law based upon the fact that you made a legal arrangement and agreement. That's number one. Number two, I know nobody's going anywhere. I know you are going to go home and keep it up. So what I'm going to do is tell you what you need to do when you get home. First of all, Ms. Gonzalez, I'm glad that you're going to school, and I want you to work. And I want you to be in a position to feel comfortable and independent. So you're with him because you want to be, not because you have to be. I want that to happen for you. I also want to make sure that you draw your lines. In other words, there's behavior that you will and will not tolerate, and your response to his bad behavior need not be emotional and angry. It needs to be cool, calm, and collected, because people who are hotheads start other people up, then it's off the rails. You back up, you calm down, you tell him, hey, when you can speak to me like an adult, when you speak to me rationally, you can speak to me, and then we can discuss whatever the issue is, but I'm not going to go down that road with you. That's your job. Mr. Ramirez, here's what you need to do. There's a couple of things going on here. You don't have good control of your temper, your wants and needs and desires. There's a little immaturity happening over there. There's something I call not allowing your emotions to straddle events. If you're upset at work, when you come to the door of your home, this is your castle. This is where you are the defender, the peacemaker. You are the guy. You are Superman after you walk through this threshold. So you must stop and say to yourself, I will not bring what my jerk boss did to me at the job home to my family. I'm not going to do it. And as a man, you're required to do that. And as a man, you should do that. And you should not bring whatever happened out there in there. If you need to talk about it, if you're upset, do so in a rational fashion. But she didn't make you mad. You shouldn't get mad at her. And you should be man enough to distinguish between those two things. I want to say that to you. And I also want to say that you need to be more cognizant of your emotional life. You're a very emotional guy, but you think you're right. You don't look at how you feel as a feeling. You look at it as a reaction to wrong, that she's wrong, and therefore you're justified in being angry. You make a decision about whether or not you're angry. And you have to be man enough to make that decision. If you can't make that decision in order to make her feel comfortable and safe, you have to make that decision in order for your children to be comfortable and safe. Every argument we have, we teach our children how to feel. And you're teaching them to feel badly. You're teaching them to feel chaotically. You're teaching them to feel in a manner that does not resolve but agitates. And I don't think you want to do that, do you?
No.
I wrote a book called My Mother's Rules. I know, and I bring it out everything. But it's about understanding your underlying emotional life. And I don't think you do. So I'm going to give it to you. I want you to read it.
Thank you.
All right? And do the right thing. Don't have any more kids until you guys got it all the way completely together. There will be no recovery in this matter. It is so ordered. Everybody always tells me they can't help being angry, and that is simply not true. You can feel anger, you can't help that, but you can decide whether or not to act on it. This morning I heard a case involving a couple who met in high school. You know, only a very small percentages of marriages that start off as a high school romance succeed. The problems today's couple brought to court really illustrate why first love rarely lasts.
Divorce court is now in session.
Ms. Jackson, Mr. Smith, you two have been living together, and you don't want to live together anymore. You want moving expenses from him, and you want money for damage you say she did to your shoes, and we're going to talk about that momentarily. But I got to start you with Ms. Jackson. I got to ask you this, because this is what you wrote on your paper, and it frightened me a little bit. It says, after dating for a while, We moved in with each other at his insistence. Now, how does one insist that you live with him?
He kind of like forced me to, like.
Now, explain that to me.
Well, I had my own apartment, my own everything, and he wanted me to come live with him. But the real reason why he wanted me to come live with him is because he was too lazy to drive over my house every day.
So when you say he insisted, what did he say? Did he say, if you don't live with me, we can't go out anymore? Or...
Basically.
Now, see, you're young. You're 18 years old. Somebody tells you something like that, you said, okay, I see you down the road someday. You don't go over there. You don't have anybody tell you where you're going to live and they're not going to be with you unless you live with them. Never give up your freedom like that. You got your own spot, your own job. You keep it. Don't let anybody tell you. You know what I mean? You got a whole lot of men to go yet. Mr. Smith, did you insist on her moving in with you?
That's nonsense, Your Honor. What actually happened was I got tired of driving across town every day. I get off work, come see me. I have to be at work.
That's just what she said.
No,
I mean,
no.
almost verbatim.
But I didn't say you had to come live with me. I just said I'm not about to be driving over here every day. She was like, oh, well, I want you moving.
You wanted me to come live with you. You were thirsty.
I was like, I'm not about to move in with anybody. If you want to move in with me, you can. So she decided to do that.
Lies.
Okay, tell me about Cousin Marie.
Okay, let's tell you about Cousin Marie. So me and him are dating or whatever. We live together. So, you know, I don't want him to contact his ex-girlfriend. Mm-hmm. So, you know, he's acting crazy with his phone. Usually I can play with his phone whenever I feel like it, you know? You're my man, I should be able to do that. So I look in his phone, I see Cousin Marie. I'm like, I met all your cousins. Who is Cousin Marie? Come to find out, Cousin Marie is not Cousin Marie. It's his ex-girlfriend.
Was Cousin Marie your ex-girlfriend?
Yes, and there was a reason she was named Cousin Marie. See what?
I bet there was. Why don't you tell us all about it?
What she's conveniently leaving out is that her ex lives 15 minutes away. She goes see his mom, didn't tell me that he lives with his mom now. So in reality, she's going to see him. So I have to find out through the grapevine.
The grapevine, I tell you to your face.
Well, Ms. Jackson, if you told him to his face that you were seeing your ex-boyfriend, why do you have a problem with him talking to his ex-girlfriend?
Because
exactly. Who lives?
Hey.
Mr. Smith, what?
You hear this?
Now, Ms. Jackson, Ms. Jackson.
You hear this?
You about to have a problem in here.
Okay. Me and my ex-boyfriend, we're just friends. It's nothing like that. I don't want him back, because if I wanted him back, why would I be with you? Him and his ex-girlfriend, they're more than friends. One night she texts him talking about, do you miss my private? And he, doesn't understand why I'm mad. Why are you mad? I didn't send her that. She sent me that. Well, you're not going to correct her and put her in her place, so.
Did you put her in check when she sent that to you?
Yes. Now what happened was my ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, after I left.
Ms. Jackson.
My ex-girlfriend, she lives 2 hours away, by the way. So I never see her.
And you know you're not driving across town.
No.
We know that.
So.
You like your stuff convenient.
That's
right.
All right. So she's texting me one night on a drunk night. She's at a party. Oh, do you miss this? So I see it. I don't even entertain it. I don't respond. I don't say nothing. I'm going to talk to you when you're sober, when you got your brain on correctly.
Okay, what about
Ms. Jackson?
You hear this? This is why we argue here. So I see it. I sit the phone down. I'm not going to entertain this. You're drunk. You're not going to respond properly to me. You're probably going to disrespect me. I'm going to handle this in the morning or some other time when you got your head on straight. So I don't say nothing. She goes in my phone. Oh, it's this. Oh, it's this. I'm like, I don't see why you're mad. I'm going to take care of it. She doesn't give me the opportunity to correct her. Why argue or start any type of altercation with a drunk person?
That makes all the sense in the world, Ms. Jackson. What is your problem with that?
Okay, he's saying he didn't want to handle it right then and there, whatever. But, like, we have other altercations, like, he brought me an engagement ring. Okay, I posted on social media that I got an engagement ring for him, and then his ex-girlfriend inboxed him saying, you got that be a ring and this and that, and he was like...
Is this Cousin Marie?
Yes. And he was like, don't trip, baby, I got you something too. And then when I asked him about it, I was just lying to her. But why do you feel the need to still make her happy if she's not yours?
Mr. Smith, did you inbox her and say, don't worry, I got something for you too?
No, what actually happened was I got her a ring for Valentine's Day. It was never an engagement ring. She thought it was funny. Haha, I'm going to tell people we're engaged on social media. So she decided to do that. Now, I did get a text, oh, you got an engagement ring, y'all getting married. Now, my ex was a little upset about that for reasons I don't know why she's upset about. But
she's upset because she's still in love with you.
That has nothing to do with me.
Go.
But she's upset about. I'm like, oh, it's not an engagement ring.
Did you say I'm got something for you too?
I told her I did get her something, yeah, but I didn't get her anything like that. What I got her was a little box of chocolates.
What? Let me tell you something, Mr.
I got my mom something too, and my sister.
I understand that, but your mother doesn't think you're gonna date her. What this ex-girlfriend, Cousin Marie, every time you give Cousin Marie chocolates or any kind of attention, she thinks it's a maybe. It's a possibility to get you back. So if you're committed to one woman, you can't be dangling out there little kindnesses with other women, because that's how we take it. Do you understand what I'm saying? You know, get your mama some chocolates, because she deserves it, but not the ex. You understand me?
Okay.
You tell me what your main problem with Ms. Jackson is.
First of all, the whole ex situation, she has a double standard on everything in the world. Her ex was pretty much her puppy dog, her lap dog. This man he's gonna wash the dishes, work, cook, clean, and then massage her back. What she's used to is somebody that's gonna care to her in every single way, and she's not used to doing anything. We both have full-time jobs. She wanna come home to cook meal, house clean, me massaging her back, me doing everything for her. I come home to dirty house, no food, no nothing. Nothing. For me, I just gotta do it.
Ms. Jackson, are you comparing his attention to the attentions of your ex?
No, I'm not. And when he says I don't cook and clean, it's the fact I was living with you. I'm working 2 jobs. I was trying to graduate high school all at the same time and deal with this relationship with our issues. That's a lot for an 18-year-old, you know?
Absolutely.
But he wants me to work 2 jobs, cook, clean, you know, have sex with him every night. It's just so much. But I'm not your wife, and you asking for wife duties.
I got you.
You know, I'm sitting on his lap, and she comes up, rubbing all on his chest, saying, baby daddy, you gonna be my baby daddy, while I'm sitting on his lap. So I get up.
You're gonna be my baby daddy. Boy, is that what's seen as success these days? Oh, I'm gonna let you knock me up. Divorce isn't easy. If you need help with your breakup, call toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or visit our website at divorcecourt.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Divorce Court. Now, Mr. Smith, Ms. Jackson claims that you want wife duties for girlfriend prices. So, she lists all of the chores, cooking, cleaning, and sex. Do you believe that she ought to deliver those things while she's doing 2 jobs and going to school?
She only had the 2 jobs and going to school for a portion of the time. After that, she continued the same behavior. I'm like...
After that, I mean, after what?
After she graduated, and now she has 1 job, she continued the same behavior. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, why don't we split it up? So the deal is, you know, first it was she wanted to cook. I'll do all the cleaning. Sadly, I found she can't cook. So I do all the cooking. So now I do all the cooking. And she's supposed to do the cleaning then. But every time I cook, well, you know, still dishes everywhere. She wants to complain, oh, you never clean up? You're right.
But I cooked, so
yeah,
I think you should
enjoy your food.
I got you. I got you. Mr. Smith, you contend that one of your main complaints about her is that she's got an attitude all the time. She's angry and hot-headed. Could you give me some examples of when she has lost her mind in a circumstance that did not warrant it?
Okay, the drunk text.
Tell me about that.
Okay, when I got that text from a drunken ex-girlfriend that I wasn't going to reply to that time, you know, she's winning my phone when I'm in the bathroom and I come out, I'm getting attacked. What are you doing? I'm trying to calm her down. What's wrong? You know, why are you upset? Oh, you texting her. Oh, she going to say this. Why would she say this, Phil? Why would she say this to you if you're not, you know, messing around with her?
Now, Ms. Jackson, did you get a little crazy behind that?
Yeah, because there's other things that led up to that, like for the strip club. So
what happened at the strip club?
It was my birthday weekend. You know, probably like I'm 18, and he was going to out of town every weekend, kicking it with these girls, and he would never invite me. He would claim they're just coworkers from work or whatever, but he would never invite me. So I invited myself one day, and he was like, no. So we were at the strip club. I already get a bad vibe because I feel like you guys are more than friends if you could never introduce me to your friends. And you know, I'm sitting on his lap, and she comes up, rubbing all on his chest, saying, "Baby daddy, you gonna be my baby daddy?" While I'm sitting on his lap. So I get up.
You're gonna be my baby daddy. Boy, is that what's seen as success these days? Oh, I'm gonna let you knock me up. Anyway, go ahead.
And so I hop up, and she runs away. And I told him about it. She's just drunk. I never heard her say that. He kept switching his story so many times just to cover for her. And so she comes back over, and she was like, yeah, I said it, B, and you're mad, and yep, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? I'm like, okay. And, he hold me back, just relax or whatever. So she walks past, flips her hair. I take my drink, drove right in her face. And,
did they throw you out?
Yeah, him and his friends, the girlfriends, they try to fight me.
Can you imagine?
I mean, they're disrespecting me, like.
And you threw a drink in their face, and you thought their response would be, oh, my bad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got to discuss something with you, Ms. Jackson. You're 18 years old. You had your own place, 2 jobs, and were graduating from high school. I want to know why you had to grow up so quickly. So I want to talk about that. I understand that you're both aspiring rappers.
You didn't realize that I was right before your eyes. You didn't realize that I was here to ride or die. You didn't realize, so I had to say bye.
If you would like your case to be heard on divorce court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Divorce Court. So how did you end up living such an adult life at such a young age?
Well, when I was 14, my mom died or whatever, so it kind of forced me to grow up. I had my first job when I was 14, and I basically had to grow up quicker than other people. And by the age I was 16, I had my own crib, working a job or whatever. And then by the age of 17, I had 2 jobs on the way graduating from high school.
How proud, you know what I mean, your people ought to be of you. You had every reason to fall off the rails, and you stepped up like a grown woman at an early age, and I want to give you mad respect for that. That's extraordinary. I'm happy about that. Mr. Smith, let me ask you this. Other than those incidents she just spoke about, what other attitude problems does she have, and what are the results of the anger? What does she do?
We could be in the mall going shopping. A girl give me a funny look. I'm not paying this female any mind. I'm looking at the new shoes that just came out. She's gripping my hand. You know her. Why is she looking at you? She must know you. And it's just
Have you ever caught him doing the wrong thing?
Nope.
I mean, we know a couple of women have been inappropriate in his direction. No doubt about it. But do you think he reciprocates at all?
I haven't caught him, but the evidence I have shows that you're cheating. Another event happened where this girl, he told me that he used to have sex with her, and now they're just friends. It's nothing like that. And so we go out to eat one day, and she doesn't know I'm going to be there because he wants to surprise her. She comes up to the table. I'm not going to do that with you, Phil. I'm not going to do that, and walks away and just storms out of the restaurant. But this is your friend, and you're not having sex with her, right?
That's not true, Your Honor. First of all, the individual, they randomly text me, or called me actually. I'm not going to do that. I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, I'm not ready to meet your girlfriend. Okay, then why did you agree to it? She's like, I thought I would be able to do it.
You had a meeting where she was going to meet your girlfriend?
She asked to meet my girlfriend. It wasn't like, I want you to meet my girlfriend. She asked, and then when she get there, she want to act goofy. I'm like, okay, well, I'm still going to take her out to dinner, so I took her out to dinner. And then she's mad at me over it. I'm like, what did I do
Jackson,
wrong?
everything he says to me sounds reasonable. Because I do know that exes sometimes misbehave. They dip their little fingers in to see if they can cause some trouble. They can stir up some nonsense between the two of you and then pluck him out of the chaos. Don't let other women do that to you. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I understand that you're both aspiring rappers.
Yeah.
How's that going?
Well, I can rap or whatever, and he just sucks. Like, it's just embarrassing. Like, I'm gonna be real. We bring him in the studio, he gotta do 30 takes. Start over. Like, get it done right the first time. Like, this is how you're supposed to rap. You wasn't there for me when I needed you. You was out tricking, doing what you do, feeding these lies and trying to play with my head. Boy, just wants to get you, try to get me in bed, and I'm thinking to myself, should I take him back? But no, I'm not gonna fall like that. Talking about you in love with me, is it really true? Are you just trying to run the game on me, boo? You think you run the game, baby? I can run it better. I'm sick of you and your stupid love letters. I'm done with this. I can't take no more, and I can't believe you left me and walked out the door. You didn't realize that I was right before your eyes. You didn't realize that I was here to ride or die. You didn't realize, so I had to say bye.
I am not a rap aficionado. But if there are any points for speed, you win. There's always a whole lot going on in divorce court that people want to talk about. If you have something you want to say, join us on Twitter @Divorce Court, or jump on our Facebook page and see what everybody's talking about on there. Sometimes you people get heated. Don't miss it. Ms. Jackson, you want $500 from Mr. Smith for moving expenses. Explain that to me.
Well, when I left my apartment, I left my kitchen table, my couches, my flat screen. I left everything. And I couldn't bring anything to this house because he has this little cube apartment. Well, my apartment was way bigger. Like,
you didn't sell that stuff or anything? You just left them?
I just left it because I had nowhere to put it, so.
Mr. Smith, do you know she abandoned all her belongings to come stay with you?
Your Honor, what she's not telling you, she had a roommate who was still there after she left. That's why she left the stuff.
No, she left and went to her own crib.
And then she's talking about my apartment's a little cute. Why'd you come?
Why'd you make me? Why'd you make me be your girlfriend? Because I never wanted this relationship to begin with.
Now, how did he make you be his girlfriend? How do you pull that off?
You know how guys just, hey, you know, be my girl, be my girl. And he asking you and asking you, just like, okay, just so you can leave me alone? I even put my college on hold for him. How many girls you know gonna do that? And he just be like,
too many.
When we were talking about like sacrifice, I'm like, that's why I sacrificed. I put my college on hold for you when I could have already been enrolled in college, you know, ready to go.
It's no block the number, don't exchange emails. You don't ever let a guy determine what your educational level will be, where you're going to live or what you're going to do. And I know you're a strong person and I know you're capable, but understand this, we kind of get weak in the head when it comes to men sometimes. It was like, it's an opportunity. Is this the love of my life? Am I going to miss something? There's another one down the road. Don't worry about it. But you don't procreate with him, you don't give up anything for him, you just take a little snapshot, see what he's about, and then you get another one. Do you know what I'm saying? You have that power. Pick and choose, but don't lose in the process. Don't give up anything in the process. Tell me what she did to your shoes.
How does it look to you? She bleached them, put all type of cleaners in them, all because she trying to argue me.
What's wrong with that shoe?
Where's the sole?
You took it out.
All ripped off.
You took it out.
She took the sole of your shoe out and bleached it?
She bleached it, ruined it, everything. I can't
Did you take the sole of his shoe out and bleached it? But did you bleach it?
Yeah, I bleached it. I put everything in it because I wanted him to spend time with me. Like,
I was going to play basketball.
Why do you want to spend time with a boyfriend you didn't want to begin with?
Well, because, you know, eventually you grow with somebody and you begin to like them.
I hesitate to say you need to get on to your grown folk business because you started your grown folks business a long time ago. But what I want to say this, you have to be a very grown woman when it comes to relationships because guys will be persistent if they want you. And you have to be so determined on your track that you realize that every dude that comes at you is just an opportunity to look and move forward until you get the right dude at the right time just for you. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm trying to say to you. Shoes. You know what I'm saying? You don't bleach shoes. It's ridiculous. You can't do it. I was $150 in his favor. With respect to your counterclaim, you decided to move. You decided to leave your stuff. You're left with that. I hate having you pay him $150, but you got to do it anyway. I'm so sorry. $150 in favor of Mr. Smith. It is so ordered. Just because a guy has got good game doesn't mean he's going to be a good boyfriend. A relationship is something in which persistence shouldn't be the point. Call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222. This morning, I tried a brand new experiment. You know, it's hard for young couples to understand that marriage is a lifetime commitment. Today's couple was so wrapped up in their physical appearance that I arranged to have a makeup artist show them what they will look like as they grow old together. It was interesting.
Divorce court is now in session.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here with Dominique Thompson and Courtney Barksdale. The two of you are considering getting married. Originally, I had you in here for before your vows, but I wanted to kick it up a notch. I'll tell you why. You were engaged once before.
Yes.
And the engagement was broken off because you say he's a flirt, he's arrogant, and he even has a photo of himself above the bathroom mirror. So he can see himself and himself.
Yes.
So I thought I would have you guys experience a face your future. As we all know, marriage is a long process, and you have to stay in it even when things aren't as pretty as they once were. So what I'm going to do with you guys, in addition to giving you a compatibility test, in addition to talking to you, I'm going to give you an opportunity to see your future. We will have you aged by a makeup artist so you can see what 20, 30 years down the line looks like and see if you're still ready to do whatever it is you need to do to stay married for as long as you should stay married. If you get it right, I have your marriage license. Should I find that this union is ill-advised, I will tear it up if you guys don't tear it up first. Ms. Thompson, I'm going to start with you. You say Mr. Barksdale is simply full of himself. Explain that to me.
This man thinks he is the finest thing walking. I mean, he takes forever to get dressed. We have a house, I have 4 girls, and we all have hair. So me doing my hair, all 4 of their hair, getting them dressed, everything, he's still not done. He takes.
So all 5 of you women can get it together before he can get done.
He's still not finished. It still would take at least a good 20 minutes after me rushing him for him to
come on. What are you doing in there? I mean, you don't have a lot of hair. What's going on?
I can tell you what he's doing. He has a beginning, a middle, and an end as far as getting prepped. So this is how it starts. He has to pick out his clothes, turn his music on. He has his playlist that I know the playlist by heart. From what
so he has music to pick out clothes by.
Yeah, he has his own playlist, and he plays it over and over. Don't let him like the song. If he likes the song, that's an extra 10 minutes because he finna rewind that, you know.
So after he lays out his clothes to his favorite songs, then what does he do?
He's back and forth. He has to iron his boxers. Yes. Iron his boxers, iron his muscle T-shirts, scrub his shoes. He has to be in the mirror, you know, get in the mirror, the rap lyrics is on, you know.
He got to pop and bop a little bit.
He's yelling, yeah, just yelling. It's a concert in my house when he gets dressed.
Are you crunking in the morning when you getting dressed?
Prepping. You know, you got to get your energy up. Yeah, got to get my day shaking.
Well, go on. I like the process. Keep going.
It takes him probably 10 minutes alone just to pick out what pair of shoes he wants to wear. Yes. And then don't let him tell me to go pick out the shoes. He got so many shoes in his shoe box because he keeps his shoes in his shoe box. So he's like, go get these. Which one is these? What color?
She should know. I got tags on them. I got tags on them.
You got tags?
Yes.
How many pairs of shoes do you have?
Like a little
over
under
100.
A
lot.
I left some at the old house.
You left some of those, so you have a little less than 100 right now.
True indeed.
And you got them in boxes.
Yes.
And you got tags on the boxes. So when you holler out shoe 51A, she should know which one it is.
She should know. She should know. It's been 2 years. She should know.
No, but they're stacked. You know what I mean? There's some in the back. They're stacked. So he's very organized. I'm trying to get the shoe without dropping his little picture or his mirror or anything that he got going on in that closet. It's like, you know, if something's out of place, he knows it.
Mr. Barksdale, we've been talking about you. Why don't you respond to what she says? Is she giving? Is she making stuff up?
She's a tad bit on point. She's over-fabricating and being a little dramatic. She's known for being overly dramatic all the time, extra excessive, all that.
No.
Explain to me. Give me some examples of when she's extra excessive.
Trying to get the shoes and not drop his mirror. There's no mirror in my shoebox closet. There's no mirror in there.
No room for it.
There's pictures. There's pictures.
Of himself?
There's pictures of
yeah,
what?
But there's...
Of himself.
Of you?
Yeah.
Are they on the shoebox, or what? Is it like a picture of you with that particular pair of shoes on?
No, not exactly. It's just a couple pictures with me with some fly shoes on in my fly sneaker closet.
So you seem to think it's important to look good, and it's easy to keep it together when you're 28 years old, but things tend to change on you, and life will change, and your woman will change, and everything will change. So we're going to give you an idea what it's like when it's changed. I'm going to have somebody do your makeup so you can see what life will look like 20 years from now and 50 years from now if you two stick together. Joe, will you bring Ms. Thompson in?
Ms. Thompson, you want to come?
Are people around you tearing your relationship apart? Call toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or visit our website at divorcecourt.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Divorce Court. Well, I understand, Joe, that the makeup department has finished the aging process for Ms. Thompson and Mr. Barksdale. So I'd like you to go and ask Mr. Barksdale to come in court.
You got it. Mr. Barksdale, come on in the courtroom. Right over here.
Mr. Barksdale, how you doing?
I'm doing good, getting better, Judge. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. It's good to see you again.
It's good to see you
You've
as well.
changed a bit.
Just a bit,
But
right?
just
Not
a
too
little bit.
much, right?
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Okay, cool.
Mr. Barksdale, are you concerned about seeing yourself a little older? I understand you haven't seen yourself yet. Are you ready for it?
Not at all. Yeah, I'm ready for it.
Boy, but you're not concerned.
Nah, I'm me.
Yeah. Are you concerned at all about seeing her aged? Are you concerned about
Yes,
that?
I am
So, well, let's
concerned.
get that done.
Okay.
Joe, will you bring Ms. Thompson in?
Ms. Thompson, you want to come?
I know you ain't talking.
Yeah, baby, we here. Sign the paper. Oh.
Ms. Thompson, what do you think of Mr. Barksdale over there?
He looked like he should belong on Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
Hey, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, you know.
Well, Ms. Thompson,
Good.
you've seen Mr. Barksdale. Mr. Barksdale, you've seen Ms. Thompson, but you haven't seen yourselves. So I'm going to give you an opportunity to do so. Take a look and see how you're going to look in 20 or so years.
Can we?
It's confusing, isn't it, Mr. Barksdale? You don't even know what to say. Speechless. Speechless. Now, let's see Ms. Thompson.
No.
Oh, my God. Look forward, Ms.
I told you. I told you.
I'm gonna start eating healthy.
Right? That'll put a little fear in you, make you, eat granola and quinoa and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Health is wealth and wellness is winning. I've been telling you that.
Yeah.
You don't listen. You know.
So we had a little fun with this. We enjoyed it. But what we wanted you to see was you're not going to be that guy all the time. And she's got to see and understand that guy, though he's the same here, will be different here. And you have to realize the same thing. Does this open your eyes to anything at all? Do you find it shocking, alarming, or simply amusing?
All of it.
All of it. All of it. So I'm going to take this opportunity right now, when you're in the middle of the shock of it, to ask each one of you to look at the other person in their current condition and tell me in 90 seconds why Ms. Thompson is the woman for you. Mr. Barksdale, go.
The reason you are the woman for me is because you encourage me. You have my back 100% in whatever I want to do. I don't care what I want to do. You encourage me, and that is very important because support equals success, and you're like my biggest support team ever, you know.
Thank
And
you.
I just want to be successful.
Mr. Barksdale, it was brief, but it was heartfelt. So, Ms. Thompson, take a look at Mr. Barksdale and give me a 90-second sales job on why he is, in fact, the man for you.
Well, Courtney, it's not about your looks. And, that's what I want you to know. It's not about what you put on. It's not about how you look. You are an amazing person just by itself. I just love you in general.
And I need you to understand that I know that you're the man for me because I love you. It's not about nothing else. I accept you for you.
All right. Okay. All right. I'm going to take both of those. Not bad at all.
The things that I like, that he knows that I like the most, if he gets mad at me or if we're going to break up, he'll take it back if he bought it.
Mr. Barksdale, do you do that? If you would like your case to be heard on divorce court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Divorce Court. I do believe you two are not the superficial couple that you appear. I mean, when you first came out here, you were a little bit, and you got a little bit of OCD, which is very clear from what you wrote me here. But I want to make sure that we're all on the same page with respects to the issues that you do have. Now, Mr. Barksdale, you did something nobody else has ever done, especially when people fill out my compatibility test. The women usually do a pretty decent job. The guys write a couple of words, hope I won't yell at them. You wrote the most detailed, finely written, expressive list of exactly what you thought you should get from your wife and an equally long, expressive, exact list of things that you were going to give to you. And I think that expresses your personality vividly. I mean, it's right on point. It's right on the market. You know yourself. Now, you just said something odd. You said, what don't you like about yourself? And you said the following. You're inconsistent and have a short temper. All of that is very self-aware. I love that kind of information. I'm sure he's going to co-sign on it. But you said you don't like your feet, your breast, or your teeth. What don't you like about your feet, your breast, and your teeth?
Well, my feet are too big, I think, and my teeth are little, and my breast is just one of the most insecure things that I've always been insecure about.
Why?
From having kids.
Listen.
I'll tell her the
My girls headed south so long ago. They're just about hit the equator. It's just part of the gig. And there's no shame in my game. I carried people. I brought them into the world. If my stuff is swinging and hanging, y'all just gonna have to deal with it, because I did a grand thing.
Well, I would rather switch that. I would switch the insecurities now, really, which is my main insecurity, and that's this double chin.
Right.
Well,
and now that you can fix. You see what I'm saying? You can fight that one.
But
that one is just food and exercise.
As far as everything else, it's more to this, as far as with me and Courtney, it's the respect thing. As far as all of this,
right,
I wouldn't worry about. It's the mouth.
And I'm glad you segued like that, because that's what I wanted to do. You said that he does some things that are immature and ridiculous.
Yes.
Like he holds your belongings hostage when he's angry with you. Please explain how something like that works.
Okay. What he does is the things that I like, that he knows that I like the most, if he gets mad at me or if we're going to break up, he'll take them from me. So it gets to the point where I just give him the purse. Like when we fight,
you know he's going to take it, so
I
you
give
just
him
give
the
it to him.
lotions because he takes the lotions. I don't care if it's half empty. He'll take it back if he bought it. So when we fight now, I just empty out the purse and just give it back.
Mr. Barksdale, do you do that?
I used to do that. Now she just gives it to me.
Now, I'm going to ask you a question, and I want you to think about it long and hard before you answer it. Are you a person who threatens to leave as a way to win an argument?
No, that's her.
That's me.
That's
her.
you?
That's me.
Yes.
Well, then let's talk about that. In divorce court, couples tell me everything about their relationships. Want to share your experience? Join the conversation on our Twitter page at Divorce Court. On Facebook, check out other fans and their intimate issues. You know everybody has something to say about love. What's on your mind? So, Mr. Barksdale, tell me what she threatens to do when you have an argument.
it could be, it doesn't even have to be an argument yet. It could just be going into that direction. It could be minute, petty, it could be dramatic, drastic, no matter what, she's going to leave. And the first sign of it is she's getting the trash bags. She's going to stuff everything in the trash bags, even the baby probably, and just pick up.
The baby.
I started packing because his mouth is worse than a gun. I mean, and he'll go at it and at it. It's no stopping. Courtney goes from 0 to 100.
And stays there.
And then, no, he'll stay there for a little while until I pack up everything, put it in the truck, get ready to leave. He'll come back when everything is packed and be like, babe.
Really?
Did you really just watch me pack up everything?
First of all, I like you people. I do. I like you as an individual. I like you as an individual. You would get on my last nerve if I lived anywhere near you.
Yes.
But I like you as an individual.
Yes.
Well, you are what I call a persistent personality. Doesn't mean you're a bad person, but you are a persistent personality. You get on something, and it's got to be right there, and there's never enough of it. And it's like a drill, and it's a drill on the shoes, and it's a drill on the look, and a drill on the music. And when you find something that's wrong or an issue with her, you drill on her, and you can't seem to stop yourself. That is a personality trait that is treatable. Do you see what I'm saying? It's treatable. And you can treat it yourself by being aware of how long you persist on any topic. No topic that isn't life or death is worth more than 7 minutes of conversation. You should set a timer and set it off at 7 minutes and just leave it alone. After 7 minutes, you've said everything you could say in 7 minutes. Leave it alone. It'll be difficult for you to do the first few times, but it's hard to live with a person with a persistent personality because you keep drilling on them, and it's difficult to have peace in your home. And your main job as her dude is to bring her safety, comfort, and peace. So can you do that for me?
Yes.
Can you work on not being a persistent personality?
True indeed, yes.
True indeed, you can. Ms. Thompson, I understand the packing up. I was going to yell at you, but I think I understand why you do what you do. Hopefully, he will be, set the timer for him and say, yeah, give me some peace. 7 minutes. I heard what you said. Let's work it out. Let's try to do it. You've got kids together. You're a lovely couple. You're going to age a little rough. That's unfortunate.
We going to eat
but you guys are going to love each other through it. I'm going to wish you the best of luck. I'm going to give you your marriage license, and I'm also going to give you an idea of what the end looks like. You two, best of luck. I enjoyed myself today. I had a little social experiment, took a little peek into the future, and I especially enjoyed it because I took a peek into the future with a couple that I think really does have a future.